Welcome in, Bills Mafia. Welcome back to the halftime report of the New England Patriots and Buffalo Bills game. Halftime score is the Patriots are up 13-3 on the Buffalo Bills. A lot of stuff that we have to talk about in the first half, especially the Bills shooting themselves in the foot with the interception on the first play of the offensive drive, and then the Bills also missing that Tyler Bass field goal in the second quarter, which would have made it a one-possession game. Good thing to think about is that the Bills will get the ball to start the second half, and they are a second-half team this season, playing a lot better than they have in the first half. Let's go over the stats of the game and the game leaders for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, 9 of 16, 99 yards, 1 interception. James Cook, 8 of 24, 8 carries for 24 yards. Dalton Kincaid, 4 catches for 44 yards, leading the way at receiver. And we talked about it in the pregame show, what the Bills have to do to be better out there on the field. And it came down to what the Patriots do as a unit on defense. And they take away the number one receiver, which is going to be Stephon Diggs. And we've seen Dalton Kincaid step up. In the halftime adjustments that the Bills need to make, they need to be able to rely on their number 2 threat, and that's going to have to come down to Dalton Kincaid, Gabe Davis, as well as Khalil Shakur, and Dawson Knox and James Cook to step up. And whoever can do that is going to have to carry this offense down the field to be able to score touchdowns. The other thing is the offensive line has to be better out there in the second half. They're not doing a good job of containing and making sure that they're generating pressure so that they can get their defensive linemen pushed back. The defensive line is dominating the line of scrimmage in this game, and the Bills need to do a better job, and it starts with the interior offensive line for the Buffalo Bills, especially Osiris Torrance, Mitch Morse, and Connor McGovern. They all need to do a better job out there. And then you can't have procedural penalties out there. 2 procedural penalties, shoot yourselves in the foot, and it really hurts the Bills. The one with Josh Allen, who I'm wearing his jersey, and a little bit disappointed in what I saw. You can't have a delay of game on a third down. You can't have a procedural penalty where you're lining up offsides. That's something that's fundamental. We've been working on it in Pop Warner. You can talk about it when you're 2 years old. Your 2-year-old son knows how to line up at the line of scrimmage correctly. I mean, my dad taught me when I was 1 how to line up at the line of scrimmage, and it's unfortunate to see, and those are things that you cannot have out there on the field. It just ruins the momentum that's going on in the game. Let's go over the team stats overall in the game. And the New England Patriots are dominating in every single category you can have out there. Total yards in the game, New England 176 to 122. Rushing yards for the game, 53 to New England, 30 to Buffalo. Passing yards, 123 to 92. Yards per play, New England at 6.3 to Buffalo's 4.4. Total first downs is even. Total third down efficiency is 2 of 6 for both teams. Total number of plays ran by both teams, 28 plays. The number of sacks allowed, 1 for Buffalo, allowed 0 for the Patriots. 2 punts in the game by the New England Patriots, 1 for Buffalo. And then the penalty yards, this is something that you have to think of. And back a couple weeks ago, Buffalo had a lot of penalties in the game, starting to add up a little bit. 3 penalties for 19 yards, and that number needs to stay down. The Bills are actually winning the time of possession battle in the first half, which they need to continue to do in the second half and go down the field and get a score to start the game. And that's where I think Buffalo is going to be able to get back in the game. Mad Chatter coming in on YouTube saying, where do I start with this game? And I know what you're thinking, man. I mean, as a Bills fan, passionate Bills fan, I can say the same. Not the way that we thought that this was going to go, but this is a hard-fought New England Patriots team. It's a divisional game, and we're a second-half team that can come out there, play a lot better in the second half, and I think there's some adjustments that the Bills will make. I really liked what I saw from James Cook in the first half, really doing a good job of sticking his shoulder down and getting the first downs as well, and really using his body to be able to stay upright and generate some push to get the first down on one of the third down plays. Also, Dalton Kincaid doing a great job of stepping up as the number 2 threat. And there's some room for improvement that we're going to see out here. I mean, you can look at the defense too. They did a great job of adjusting after that first touchdown that they gave up. And they've done a better job of dominating the line of scrimmage as the defensive unit. And you're starting to see the interior defensive line for the Buffalo Bills do a good job of containing the running backs as well. Let's go over the team stats for the New England Patriots. And Mac Jones, 11 of 14, 123 yards in the game. Ramondre Stevenson, 5 carries for 23 yards. He did break off a big play on one play, and then he's kind of been slowed down a little bit. Ezekiel Elliott, same thing, 6 carries, 19 yards, 1 touchdown. But he's also had multiple plays where he's been stopped in the backfield as well. Mac Jones, 3 carries for 11 yards. Leading receiver, Kendrick Bourne, 3 catches, 45 yards. And then leading the way on defense is Miles Bryant, 2 tackles by himself and then 1 assist. The sack came from Christian Barrymore and Sam Roberts as well. So the Bills are doing a good job of being able to get the defense under control for the Bills. And then on offense, it really comes down to just putting points on the board, getting down the field, getting the right play calls, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. And if Buffalo can do that in the second half, this game will be close, and we can get right back in it. And we might be talking about a Bills victory, and we should be talking about a Bills victory after the game. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us on all social media platforms. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, as well as Threads. And also don't forget to click on over to the Go Bills podcast on the website. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. Let me repeat that. Click on over to our website, gobillspodcast.com. You can go on over to the website, find all of our upcoming shows that we will have throughout the week. Next week is going to be a tough week. Don't forget that we have a Thursday night football game this week against the Tampa Bay Bucks, and that's going to be a very fun game to watch. So we're going to get focused on that. We're going to have a lot of shows coming up throughout the week, especially early on in the week. Monday is going to be a fun day where we're going to be on the show probably 2 to 3 times. We'll figure out the schedule after the New England game because we're focused on New England. And then we will also have some stuff going on Tuesday with Nickel City Mafia and Red, White, and Bills as well. So click on over to their websites and their channels as well on YouTube and Instagram as well. This has been the Go Bills podcast, and we will see you next time for another edition of the Go Bills podcast. Until then, Go Bills.